a lot of factors to success, and one of the factors to success is showing up. Because the day that it will happen, if you are absent, as far as you are concerned, it hasn't happened. Did you get that lingo? The day that it will happen, if you are not there, as far as you are concerned, it hasn't happened. And who knows what has happened in your absence? Who knows? That's why the scripture we read during the pneumatic courses is very instructive. The 4 lepers, they showed up in the camp. All they have to do is just be there. They showed up. This morning I want to encourage you to show up. Show up to work. Show up to the market. Show up in church. Show up. Show up. You may not feel like it, but gather yourself and show up. Because when you are there and it happens, you are there. Jesus had it as his custom. That means he has moved beyond his feelings and emotions. This thing is scripted, is scheduled, is written. I will be in the synagogue when there is a meeting. I don't care how I'm feeling. I'm coming by default. The challenge God has with us is not in making us millionaires or billionaires or handing things over to you. That's not his issue. You see, there are certain muscles that must be developed in you. And I'm using muscles adversely. It's not as if I'm talking about physical muscles. Even in your spirit, there are certain spiritual muscles that must be developed. There are certain mental muscles that must be developed. There are certain muscles in you that must be developed. And in the wisdom of God, those muscles are developed in the process. Not in the outcome, in the process. That's why he expects us to show up. Showing up itself may not be why you are showing up, because you are showing up for a reason. But that reason, as far as God is concerned, is not the main thing. I mean, okay, so what will God lose or gain if you are a millionaire? Does that take anything away from him? No. But when you become one without developing the appropriate muscles, not only will you lose $1 million, you will lose you. And I'm telling you, you are more valuable to God than gold. You are more valuable to God than money. When you embrace this thought, it's even more beautiful when it comes to our context, because of some of the cultural legacies we have inherited or taken over. When you determine to show up, you are already ahead of maybe 90-something% of the people in our space, in our environment. If we make showing up a custom, just show up. I don't know whether you've realized, but many of the people who are extremely successful, very successful, and if we use accomplishment and money as a measure, because usually that's not the whole measure, or somebody can be a billionaire and be suicidal. I don't see that as a healthy success. So, but we're just using that as a measure to help us see something. If you use accomplishment and even money as a measure of success, we are not saying that is what success is, but we're saying as a measure of success. And you talk to almost all the people, 99.something% of all the people will tell you you will see it running through all your stories. Somebody will say, I've been doing this for 15 years without a break. Somebody will say, I've been doing this for 20 years without a vacation. Not that they don't go on vacation in terms of they don't rest. But what they are saying is that I've showed up every time. Talk to any truly successful person. And I don't know the indices you are going to use to measure it. But whatever the indices is, when you talk to 10 of them, you will see a common denominator. And that will be, I've been doing this for 10 years non-stop. I've been doing this for 15 years without a break. I've been doing this for 25 years without a break. I've been doing this for this number of years without a break. What does that tell us? They showed up. They showed up. They showed up. I want to encourage you this morning to show up. Show up. Show up in church. Wow. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Show up. Show up. Show up. Come to that place where you are showing up because you want to show up, and you have to show up irrespective of how you feel. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. It's easy to hide. Show up. It's very comfortable to hide. Show up. Show up. There is a certain false sense of safety in obscurity. Usually when you are hiding, you think you are safe, but nobody's seeing you. You can't be truly successful if you don't show up. Showing up is a critical requirement for success. Show up. Why does it always look like owners of businesses show up more than employees? Why is that so? In fact, assuming you were an employee and now you have your own business, you will see that one of the conspicuous things you will notice is that you've taken the thing more personal than you used to when you are an employee. Why is that? It's consistent with that life. There is no way you can make serious impact if you don't show up. So I'm encouraging you to show up. No matter how you feel, make it a custom. Show up. Show up. One man said you can either make money or make excuse. You can't do both. Show up. Show up. Show up. I'm stressing this for a reason. Because something in you must break. Something in you must give up this morning. For you to take on this new thing and say, you know what, I'm going to show up. When God is numbering, I'll be there. I'm going to show up. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to show up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to show up. I will be there when it happens. I don't know when it will happen. I don't know when it will happen. But I can promise you that I will be there when it happens. I didn't want to preach, but I'm feeling like preaching. The Bible says when Jesus was raised from the dead, he showed himself alive to about 500 people. Isn't it? 500 people, the Bible tells us. When he came out from the dead. Showed himself to 500 people. And then he left the earth and told them to wait in Jerusalem for the promise of the Father. The day the Holy Ghost came, there were 120. Some didn't show up. I don't know when he will come, but when he comes, I'll be there. Because I've made my mind to show up. You know, people could have taken that boost shot. Jesus didn't say he's coming on the 25th of October 2000 BC or 2008. No. They didn't know the specific date. But those who had it as their custom to show up were there when the Holy Ghost came. You don't know when it will happen, But if you make up your mind that I'm going to show up anyway, so I don't even need the date. I don't need the time. I'm going to show up anyway. And out of 500 people, only 120 had that first-hand experience of being filled with the Holy Ghost, with cloven tongues of fire sitting on their heads. Anything in you that feels like giving up, I'm after it this morning. Anything in you that has the capacity to quit. When it comes to this ministry we are doing, I've just locked it in my. I've made it. I don't know whether it's even. I've made up my mind. It's just there. I'm not going to stop. Because this is my calling. When it comes to your calling, make that quality decision that you are going to show up. You are going to be there. When it matters most, you are going to be there. And it doesn't matter when it will happen, because you made up your mind you will be there anyway. Show up. Have that ingredient in your system to show up. So Jesus came to Nazareth, as his custom was, went into the synagogue, and the Bible says he stood up for to read. So whenever you show up, that's not the end though. You need to also step up. You need to step up. Many people have shown up, but they are hiding in their showing up. So you are there, but we don't know you are there. But you know you are there. Those are not the people who make it. I want you to see the attitude of Jesus, because he is the express will of God. Jesus came to demonstrate who God is, what the will of God is, what God expects, how God will operate. He came to demonstrate that. And so here Jesus is in the synagogue. Everybody could step up to read, but Jesus took it upon himself to step up. The Bible says he stood forth. He stood up for to read. So you need to stand up. You need to step up. Don't hide. Don't hide in life. Stand up. Step up. Step up to the plate. As important as showing up is, once you have shown up, you need to stand up. You need to step up. You need to come out. You need to stand out. You need to step up. Single yourself out. In other words, push yourself to the front. Push yourself to the front. These are things that cultural legacies and baggages won't allow us to do. But there is no way we can dominate this earth for God without embracing that. You need to stand up. You need to step up. Jesus stood up for to read. He volunteered. I want to read in this session. There were Pharisees there, scribes there, Sadducees there. But Jesus volunteered and said, I want to read. I want to read. I want to read today. I want to do this today. I'm not the only one in the room, but I want to do it. I'm here. I volunteer. I want to contribute. I want to support. I want to do it. I want to be the one reading today. You may not be the only one who wants to read, but Jesus said, I want to read. Because the rest who want to have kept quiet. So he stepped up. I want you to step up. I want you to stand out. I want you to stand up. Because what God has given us to do cannot be accomplished in hiding. It cannot be accomplished in hiding. You need to stand up. You need to step up. Yes, you have shown up, but don't show up and be non-existent. Don't show up and be irrelevant. Don't show up and not contribute to whatever is happening. When you show up, you need to be known. You need to be seen. I know this may not be as comfortable, because there are a lot of people who say, well, I want to be successful, but I don't want anybody to know me. And the Bible said there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written. He found the place where it was written. Can you imagine if Jesus couldn't read? And they gave him the book. So if you look at what we are looking at right now, yes, as important as showing up is, as important as standing up is, or stepping up is, we must have capacity. You should be able to read when the book is given to you. You should be able to do it when the opportunity is given to you. You must be able to nail it when the door is open. You must be able to do it when the door is open. Because if we really mean business, all we need is one good opportunity. All we need is one good opportunity. All we need is one good opportunity. Because we are prepared, because we are ready. Because we are ready. Some of us, opportunities are knocking, we are knocking, we are not even recognizing it. But there is no way we will accomplish the mandate on our head if we don't seize opportunities. You know, there's something I do usually when I get into a new environment in my mind. What's the opportunity in this space? What opportunity is in this space? When you meet people, you must be thinking opportunity. No, wow, that's a beautiful place. Beyond that, what opportunity is here? What opportunity? So you look out for opportunities. But you need to have some capacity when that opportunity presents itself for you to be able to do it. That capacity will not just be built in a service like this. The decision is made in a service like this, but you go home and do the work. You must do your homework. The time we spend in church is not enough to build the capacity required. But we point you in the right direction. We give you the material for you to go and do the homework. Continue in it. So if you are not willing to do the homework, when the book is given to you, you will not be able to read. You have opportunity in your hand and you can't execute it. You have the privilege and you can't do it. And the missed opportunities we're having in our lives is just delaying the time of our manifestation. It's not as if God is angry with you, no. But it's delaying the time of the manifestation. So I want us to be capacity conscious, capacity driven, capacity motivated. Let's learn to do stuff. Let's develop skills. Let's build skills so that when they give the book to us, we'll be able to read. It's very important for all of us to develop capacity, to build capacity in the area of our calling. Because the books will be delivered to us and we need to be able to read. There is something we need to be mindful of. Many of us must really focus on developing skills. Develop skills. Develop skills. You know the people who survive in economic downturns, in challenging financial times, in difficult times, people who have relevant skills. Reading is a skill. Jesus had it. So when the book was delivered to him, he read. The Bible said he found where it was written and he read. One of the easiest ways of transitioning from being an employee to being an entrepreneur or a business owner, see, the bridge is developing skills. Don't just move from employee to business owner. You will crash if you don't have skills. If you don't have skills that can earn you money, don't do it. Listen to me, I'm talking to you as a pastor. If you don't have skills and you just want to stop work and go into your own business and you don't have skills that can earn you money, don't do it. Whilst you are working, be developing your skills so that when you use those skills to earn money, now you can move into setting up your business. Jesus had that skill to read. So when that book was given to him, he was able to read it. I trust that all of us will take on the responsibility of developing skills that has commercial value. Skills that have commercial value. This is so important. There are many people who are working in very nice places. If we take them from their workplace, nobody will give them 10 Ghana a month. All they know is their job description. That's all they are doing. I'm supposed to process these vouchers, and I'm processing the vouchers. But when you come into the real life, nobody processes vouchers. So that thing you think you know, I'm processing vouchers, nobody will give you 1 Ghana for processing voucher outside in the real life. So you show up, you stand up or you step up, and then you must also have skills when the book is delivered for you to be able to read it. And I'm calling on all of us to begin to develop more. We have some skills, but we need to develop more skills. Skills that can earn money. That's what you need first before you start your business. Else you will start business and be depending on staff. So if staff don't move, nothing moves. That's a big risk. Your business will be hijacked. I have this powerful business idea. You don't have any skill. And then, okay, you poach this powerful guy who has skill, poach this powerful lady who has skill, and you poach all of them, and you put them together in a team. I say, okay, now let's run the business. You've just set up a business for somebody else. Go and start another one. You need skills. So now you do your skills analysis. Look at the gap and see how you can bridge it. The skills you have, who will give you money for the skills you have today? It's not magic. It's not magic. What do you know to do that can give you money? That can open doors for you? That can give you access? We need to develop those skills. Because opportunities will come to us. But without that capacity, that skill, we will not be able to read it. We will not be able to decode it. We will not be able to do whatever opportunity God brings our way. And Jesus is demonstrating that. They gave him the book, and he read it. He didn't say, oh, where I'm coming from, we don't read. You don't know I created the universe. Why are you giving me a book to read? We don't read where I'm coming from. No. So let's develop skills. Let this be a skillful church. A church full of skills. A church full of skills. Yes, very prayerful. Yes, very fastingly. or very fastful. Yes, very singingful. But it has to be skillful as well. A church full of skillful people. That's the best insurance. Not an insurance policy. The best insurance is skills that have commercial value. Why do you think that if we collect all the monies in the world and share it evenly, after a while it will go back to the original owners? Why do you think that? It's because where the skills are is where money goes. Work on your skills. Work on your skills. It's very important. Work on your skills. Else, you will increase the struggle, and it's not necessary. I was talking to a pastor friend, and it's like the way ministry is happening. Sometimes you see that the modus operandi is because of a lack of skills that can earn money. So I leave my job. I'm called. I start in church. And church must pay bills. And since you didn't start from the top, maybe you have where 2 or 3 are gathered. But you can't tell that to ECG. And you can't tell that to the market woman. So what happens? We all begin to come under very intense pressure to perform, to deliver. That's when you see scriptures coming alive. They gave more than they could even afford. They were willing to pluck out their eyes and give to me. Go borrow not a fee. So members are encouraged to borrow to give. That's demonic. Because there is no skill that can earn money. I'm saying don't start your own business if you don't have a skill that can earn you money. Listen to me, else you will join the counseling key. So Jesus was able to read the book. He was able to read it. He had a skill. He had a skill. And then he read it. The Bible says in verse 20, and he closed the book. And he gave it again to the minister. And sat down. And the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. The eyes of all. Can you imagine all eyeballs on you? That's what we don't want, but that's what I feel like to push you to begin to look for. Look for eyeballs. You need to be seen. You need to be known. You can't be in hiding. All eyes were fastened on you. That's what we are doing now. We are coming out of hiding. We are coming out of obscurity. All eyes will be on you very soon. Not for the wrong reason. All eyes. And he was comfortable. Jesus didn't say, oh, why are you looking at me? Oh, I don't like it when people look at me like, why are you looking at me like, I don't like it when people look at me. No. We've come to take over. We've come to dominate. All eyes will be on you. All eyes. In that office. So, all those prayers we are praying, shutting down eyes, shutting down. We need the eyes to be looking at us. blind all the eyes that are looking at us. We blind it. We shut it down. No eyes should look at us. We shut down the eyes. Generational eyes. We blind. No. We need the eyes to be looking. All eyes were fastened on him. All eyes were fastened on him. That must happen in our community, happen in our city, happen in the region, happen in this nation. There must be a time where all eyes is on us, all eyes on you, all eyes on Kingdom Expression, all eyes. And we must be comfortable to operate when all eyes are on us. Not malfunction when all eyes are on us, but to operate, to be comfortable, to do it. So what must you do for all eyes to be on you? Jesus, after he read, he closed the book. So there is a time to read and a time to close it, to do what you are reading. You see, if you are reading, your life is reading, you read, no, we need to close this thing and do something. After the long plans, we must begin to execute. He said if you have big dreams, you need to wake up from the dream so you can fulfill it. Because this thing can be a dream forever. We need to wake up from the dream so we can fulfill it. And it is when we shut the book that all eyes will be on us. So yes, we open the book, we read it, but we must close it at a point to implement whatever we have read. And Jesus said, this day, this thing is fulfilled, executed, actualized. This day, and then everybody's looking. They are looking at him doing. Not just looking at him reading, looking at him doing. So all eyes will come on you when they see you doing. When they see you doing. So what are we doing? I know the place of being. Yes, being precedes doing. Fantastic. But after I have been, I must do. So this calls for action. Every one of us must be doing something. We must be doing something that can cause all eyes to be on us. Because we need that attention. We need it. Oh, it's not healthy to have attention. We need it. If you are in a business school, you will understand what I'm saying. We need attention. We want attention. They've marketed it as a very bad thing. In fact, they even associate it to women. Women want attention too much. We don't understand kingdom. That's why we are angry with women. We should learn from them. We need attention. We crave. Okay, you may say it's a disorder. I want it. It's a kingdom disorder. I need attention. I need it. Because I can't influence anybody who is not giving me attention. And our job is to influence people. Our mandate is to influence. The kingdom wants to influence. So how can we do it without attention? You know, I sent you a message that I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's important. Let's come out of hiding. Let's get some attention. Let's use what we are doing to get attention so we can influence people. For God, for the kingdom. Come out of your hiding. Jesus was standing in the midst of the synagogue, and all eyes were fastened on him. And the Bible said he shut the book and he began to say to them, operating beautifully when all eyes were on him. If eyes are looking all other places, there's no way you can direct, there's no way you can influence, there's no way you can bring your values of the kingdom, the ethics of the kingdom. You can't bring it to bear on the lives of individuals who haven't given you attention. If you were in your house and you were not listening, you were not giving me attention, there's no way I can be talking to you. And God wants us to influence. It's the kingdom. You need to become influential. Whatever it is you're doing, you need to secure attention. Get people to notice what you're doing. Let's use it. Let's use it. All the platforms available, let's use it. Let's get people to notice what we are doing so we can influence them. It's critical. So we show up. We stand up, we step up. We speak up. We need to talk. Jesus began to speak to them. He began to speak to them. He began to speak to them. And everybody that heard him, in fact, in this particular meeting, the reverse happened. Previously, the Bible said they were all amazed. But the immediate response of these people were, is this not Joseph's son? I said, I knew you would tell me this boy. I knew you would say this. But at least get to know what they are saying, get to know what they are thinking. But that won't happen if you are in hiding, if you didn't show up, if you didn't step up, if you are not speaking up. There is no way you will know what, in quote, the market wants or is thinking. It's very important. I want all of us to show up, to be comfortable showing up. When you do show up, I want you to step up. I want you to stand out. I want you to stand forth. Stand up. Don't be there, not be there. When you do that now, you need to speak up. Once you have arrested the attention of your community, of your region, of your city, of your nation, of the world, we need to speak up. And we want to do a lot of that in this last quarter. We want to be more vocal. We want to be more visible. We want to do a lot more of that. And I want you to help us do that. So whenever we produce a content, let's share it. Let's spread it. It's intentional. It's deliberate. Let's do it. Let's do it. So all eyes are fastened on him. And then by verse 28, something amazing is happening. And all they in the synagogue, when they heard these things, were filled with wrath. They were angry. Don't forget, Jesus he's the will of God. So you should be learning. All these eyes that are looking at you, you think they will clap. But you must not only be comfortable when all eyes are on you, you must also be comfortable to operate when all those eyes are filled with wrath. We talked a bit about this in the business school. That when people don't like what you're doing, their natural response is to stop it. No, but kingdom response is to do more. These are things we need to master. When you are getting all the attention from the eyeballs, some won't even feel comfortable. But if you go past that, there is another headache. When now everybody around you is angry with you, can you still focus and continue and do what God has called you to do? We need to get to that point. But don't wait to get there to find out whether you can survive it or not. That's why we are preparing for now. Sometimes you need to listen to yourself. When you hear your own response to little things that happens around you. So for example, I don't know why this guy doesn't like me. I don't know why this lady doesn't like me. I don't know why. And it's affecting you. You can see that it's affecting you. Before you started, people are going to be filled with wrath. People are going to be very angry with you. In fact, if I continue reading, they took him to the hill to push him over, to kill him. Jesus is demonstrating the will of God. This is how you accomplish the purpose of God for your life. You see, you show up, you stand forth, you stand up, you step up, you take the book, you read, you get attention. That attention now turns into wrath, anger, hatred. In fact, if nobody hates you, you are not doing much in town. So we need to look for it. These are things we really stress in the business school. We talked a lot about it. That we need it. You are not healthy spiritually if you are not hated. Jesus says in this world you have tribulation. So if you are not having it, you deviated. So you know that we've not even done anything. If we touch the nerve of the nation, we will generate hatred. But right now, like expression, I'm sure people may even be clapping. Oh, this church, they're a very quiet church. They're not doing much. You shouldn't be happy. We shouldn't be happy that we are a compliant church. Oh, as for this church, they don't hurt a fly. Oh, these people, they are very nice people. Don't you see them walking around? They don't even lift their head. They don't greet. Very quiet. They don't want you to know they are even around. And then we think we are happy. Socially responsible church. No. If we are doing much, people will hate us. The proof that you are doing much is the hatred you generate. Yeah. And Jesus is generating it. And what has he done? He's just red. You see? So that's the beauty about it. It's not as if you've gone to steal somebody's fowl. Or if you insulted anybody. You are just reading. You are doing your job. And people are hating you. And you know your cause. But you see, my challenge is not with the external forces. The people hating us. The people admiring us. The people who are taking us over the brow of the hill to push us over to kill us. Because some will attempt to kill you. Oh yes. You see how you have this beautiful place. People will want to kill you. Now, when those things begin to happen, what will you see? It's not everybody listening to me this morning who will still persevere and get to the end of their calling. Some will say, you know what? I'm trying to help you. If you don't want it, it's okay. I'm going on. Some will say, why? Why do you want to kill yourself for this? Just stop it. Don't you have what to eat? Don't you have what to wear? Don't you have? You have it in abundance. So why would you stress yourself? Just stop it. Many will have that response. That's why God is drawing our attention now. You people will be filled with anger because of you. Not for doing anything wrong. People will be filled with wrath. People will hate you. The Bible says, woe unto you if all men speak well of you. So they did to the false prophet. So you are false. If everybody is saying you are a good person, you are false. So I want us to embrace this. This is the narrow path that leads to life. This is not the broad way. This is the narrow path. Where because you have accepted to do the will of God for your life, people are filled with anger, people are filled with wrath, and you're still on course. Jesus did it, so we can do it. I want to let you know that there will be a time in your life where people will want you to be crucified. When people will think they are doing the will of God, they kill you. And you must be prepared for those things. You must be really entrenched in this thing you have come to believe. You must really dig deep in this thing you believe God has given you. So if you look at what we are heading towards and what is ahead of us, and you look at what is making you cry today, you know that that's a lot of work. If you see what makes you cry, what makes you angry, what makes you want to give up, what makes you sad, what makes you not want to go out, what makes you want to shut your curtains and switch off the light and just lie in the darkness, you are not asleep. If you look at all that, you will know that there's a long way ahead of you. And that's what all of us must begin to work on. Thick skins. Dull skins. Non-sensitive skins. So no matter the poking, you are still focused. No matter the issues, you are still focused. You need that focus to fulfill the call of God in your life. You need that focus. You need it. And I'm telling you that if you are doing something worthwhile, you will get people who will hate. You will get people who will be angry. But you know that after all that, many people were admiring Jesus. They were full of awe. The Bible said they were amazed. They said, what word is this? What authority and power this guy has to command even unclean spirits, and you obey him. Everybody was happy. But it always goes through that. You need to get to that point where you are hated before you be admired. You need to be tough. The narrow road is for tough people. You need to be tough. Tough as a husband, tough as a wife, tough as a pastor, tough as an employer, tough as an employee. You need to be tough.
We believe you've been blessed by this broadcast. For more information, contact Kingdom Expression Ministries on 0201 300 400 or send us an email, kingdom@kingdomexpression.org. You can also visit our website, www.kingdomexpression.org. You can locate us at South Oyarifa, 300 meters from the Ankonam Junction. Rule and subdue the earth.